Swan Lake. It was almost time for Prince Siegfried's 21st birthday. The palace was busy getting ready for the celebration. The queen spoke to her son. Siegfried, you are old enough to get married now. Many princesses from many countries will come to the ball. You may choose one of them as your wife. You expect me to marry someone I do not love. The prince was in a bad mood. He went into the forest to hunt swans with his friends. The prince wandered about the forest. Suddenly he came to a lake. The moonlight shining on the lake was too beautiful for words. There's a swan on this lake, he thought. As he got closer, he saw it was not a swan. It was a beautiful young woman dressed in white. The surprised young woman ran away. Please don't go. My name is Siegfried. I'm the prince of this kingdom. Beautiful lady, who are you? Prince Siegfried's soft voice calmed her down. My name is Odette. I am a princess from a nearby kingdom. An evil sorcerer named Losbert has put a spell on me. In the daytime, I am a swan, and after midnight, I become human again. Odette's face was full of sorrow. Siegfried wanted to do something to help the princess. How can you break this spell? It can be broken if someone truly loves me. The prince's heart began to beat faster. Princess Odette, I will truly love you. Siegfried held her hand tightly. Don't worry, I will help you, princess. At that very moment, a strong wind blew towards the two. The calm lake suddenly filled with waves. The sky darkened and black wings appeared. Move away from Odette. My name is Losbert the sorcerer. Odette's body shivered as she screamed. Prince Siegfried quickly took out an arrow and aimed it at Losbert. Prince, please don't shoot. If Losbert dies, I will die too. Hearing this, the prince lowered the arrow. After looking at them both, Losbert disappeared in a strong gust of wind. I will save you from Losbert. Siegfried held Odette's hand as he went down on one knee. Princess Odette, I promise to always love you. I want you to marry me. She shyly nodded her head. Tomorrow night there will be a ball. Please come. I will get my mother's permission for us to be married. The two of them spent all night dancing under the moon. Prince, our time together was wonderful. As darkness fell to the rising sun, Odette became a swan again and flew away. The next evening, many people gathered at the palace. Many beautiful princesses from nearby kingdom came, but the prince was not interested in any of them. This was because he only had a room in his heart for Princess Odette. Moments later, she appeared at the ball. Unlike yesterday, tonight she was dressed all in black. Promise again to love me. Prince Siegfried took the hand of the princess in black and said this. I, Siegfried, will love you forever. At the moment, a deafening voice could be heard. It was a whisper. Your promise to Odette hasn't been for even one day, and you make another promise to another girl. The girl you have promised to love is my daughter, Odile. The clock struck 12. The real Princess Odette was dressed in white and stood outside the palace crying. Siegfried came running to her. Odette kept crying as she ran away from the ball. She ran towards the forest. Princess Odette, please wait, pleaded the prince. Siegfried found Odette crying near the lake. Princess Odette, I love only you. Even if it means death, I will always love you. Princess Odette looked at Prince Siegfried as tears filled her eyes. It is finished. Now the spell is permanent. It cannot be broken. Prince Siegfried began to cry. There was a lightning and thunder. Rosebud appeared before the prince and princess. It doesn't matter how much you try, young prince. Odette is mine. Odette, come to me. Prince Siegfried pulled out his sword and stepped in front of Odette. You cannot take her without killing me first. Ha ha ha, you are a fool, laughed the Rosebud. Rosebud waved his arm towards the lake. Huge waves began to form. The waves made scary sounds as they got rougher and rougher. Odette, come here before the waves swallow you. Hurry, demanded Rosebud. But Siegfried and Odette held each other's hands tightly. I would rather die than send you off to him, said Siegfried. As Odette heard this, she nodded her head. I don't want to be separated from you. The waves were about to swallow them up, but Siegfried and Odette held on to each other tightly. Even though Rosebud's spell has not been broken, I love Prince Siegfried. Princess Odette and Prince Siegfried threw themselves into the lake. Although the water was cold and dark, they were not scared because they were together.